group pledges to represent and become central to heaven and earth by attending the Heavenly Parent and True Parents. We pledge to perfect the beautiful family way of filial sons and daughters in our family, patriots in our nation, saints in the world, and divine sons and daughters in heaven and on earth by centering on true love. 3. Our family, the honor of Channel Group, pledges to perfect the four great realms of heart, the three great kingships, and the realm of the royal family by centering on true love. 4. Our family, the honor of Channel Group, pledges to build the universal family encompassing heaven and earth, which is the Heavenly Parent's ideal of creation, and perfect the world of freedom, peace, unity, and happiness by centering on true love. 5. Our family, the honor of Channel Group, pledges to strive every day to advance the unification of the spirit world and the physical world as subject and object partners by centering on true love. 6. Our family, the honor of Channel Group, pledges to become a family that moves heavenly fortune by embodying the Heavenly Parent and True Parents, and to perfect a family that conveys heaven's blessing to our community by centering on true love. 7. Our family, the honor of Channel Group, pledges through living for the sake of others to perfect the world based on the culture of heart, which is rooted in the original lineage by centering on true love. 8. Our family, the honor of Channel Group, pledges having entered the era of Channel Group to achieve the ideal of God and human beings united in love through absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience, and to perfect the realm of liberation and complete freedom in the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven by centering on true love.
For the opening prayer, may I call on the regional leader of Region 7, Chanbo Victor, Reverend Cesar Juanillo.
Let us bow our head and let us close our eyes. Please join me in prayer. Good morning, our most beloved Heavenly Parent and our victorious true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. From the bottom of our hearts, we are so grateful to you, Heavenly Parent, for this wonderful day that you have given to us and for all the blessings that you have showered upon us, most especially the gift of life. And we gathered together virtually so that we can be able, Father, continuously receiving your love through your words and guidance and inspiration in our daily life through this national morning devotion headed by our national leader, Reverend Leo Angelo Halog. Heavenly Parent, we invite your divine presence to dwell in our hearts, in our minds, in our bodies, so that we can be useful as your instrument to carry on your providence in saving the lives of many people, especially in this era that you wanted, Heavenly Parent, to establish the kingdom of heaven on earth. First, from individual to the family, to the tribe, the nations in the world that you wanted, Heavenly Parent, to live. Beloved Heavenly Parent, we pray for the good health and protection of our beloved true mother and to all our leaders, our blessed families and brothers and sisters worldwide. And we pray that we can continuously unite together and bring more victories, especially, Father, that our true mother continuously investing her life for the sake of us and for the sake of humankind and for the sake of you, Heavenly Parent, to really comfort you And we pray, Heavenly Parent, for all the major events internationally, especially in the international headquarters, Father, preparing for the unification of North and South Korea. And we pray, Heavenly Parent, all these head of states and all the leaders of the world, Father, could truly recognize how our true parents, our beloved true mother, working very hard in order to realize the world peace. And all recently, Heavenly Parent, our country, Philippines, through the effort of IAYSP and all the leaders, Heavenly Parent, and all our brothers and sisters in the field. Yesterday, we really, Father, feel how much you're really working very hard as well in the country in order to end all these ideologies of communism, Heavenly Parent. And now the government is really working together in order, Father, to save this nation. And we pray, Heavenly Parent, all those participants who receive this truth, Heavenly Parent, from you, they can be awakened and truly, continuously, Father, this nation can be able, Heavenly Parent, receive your words, and especially for all young people, Heavenly Parent, of the during this regional youth forum, Heavenly Parent, may that all these leaders of the government, Heavenly Parent, can really continuously work together, centering on our Heavenly Parent, these providential organizations, and also, Heavenly Parent, to really bring this nation to you, Heavenly Parent. Once again, thank you so much for allowing us to attend you this morning and receive your words, and may your our national leader will be used as your mouthpiece to convey your hearts and your will, Heavenly Parent, so that we can continuously unite together and bring, Father, victory to come more, Heavenly Parent, to you. Thank you so much for everything, for your love and guidance and all the blessings. We offer this together, and I report in our names, Cesar and Eugenia, one leader from the Blessed Central Family. Aju.
Let us now offer our sincere and heartfelt unison prayer. Aju, Aju, Aju. And now, let us offer our morning greetings to our beloved Heavenly Parent and our victorious two parents. Good morning, Heavenly Parent and our victorious two parents. And also, I would like to greet all our leaders, Chonbo Victors, blessed families, elders, brothers, and sisters, a pleasant morning. On behalf of all FFWPU Region 7 members, I, Patrick Mumar, your MC for today, would like to welcome all of the Zoom participants and the viewers on YouTube and FB Live of our National Morning to our National Morning Devotion. So let's meditate and reflect on the life course of our beloved true mother as Ms. Rovelyn Alcocero, a full-time member of Cebu Center, will lead the Hondoke reading taken from the book Mother of Peace. Let's welcome her with a virtual round of applause.
Good morning, our most beloved heavenly parents, our victorious and precious God parents, leaders, brothers and sisters, good morning. Mother of Peace, a memoir by Hak Jahan Moon. Chapter 5, The Emblem of the Kingdom of Heaven, continuation. The dancers quickly packed their bags. Reaching London required that they change planes several times. At the Royal Variety performance at London Palladium held for Queen Elizabeth II in 1971, among all the outstanding performers, these beautiful girls from the Republic of Korea were a bright light. Their cute yet dynamic and colorful dances brought several standing ovations. The event was highlighted in the newspapers and on television the next day. In the minds of the British people, Korea was no longer a cultural backwater, but rather a nation with a vibrant artistic tradition. The lovely voices of the little angels of Korea have now been heard in more than 80 nations. They have toured 5 continents and performed over 7,000 times, including at the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. In 1971 and the United Nations General Assembly in 1973, they have appeared in television more than 800 times and have met many presidents and prime ministers. They performed for the bicentennial celebration of America's independence at the 10th anniversary of diplomatic relations between China and South Korea. They have toured Japan, the United States, Europe, Asia, Africa, and South America. Everywhere they have gone, they have received praise and applause. In the spring of 1990, they performed on Moscow, the Soviet Union, and melt the hearts of communist leaders. In May 1998, their performance in Pyongyang, North Korea, contribute to efforts for conciliation between North and South Korea. Among the most meaningful of Little Angel's stars was then visited each of the 22 nations that participated in the United Nations response during the Korean War. In 2010, to mark the 60th anniversary of the outbreak of Korean War, we sent the Little Angels to perform for the war veterans of the 22 nations that had sent troops of humanitarian and medical aid. It was among the most meaningful of the Little Angels tours. Over a period of 3 years, they visit each nation, offering a performance of gratitude in honor of the veterans. We in Korea had received extraordinary assistance from these nations in our hour of need, and we declared that it was time to give something back. Those whom we met still remembered Korea vividly, and many said they had never ceased loving our country. Some Koreans at home criticized the tour because we were a private group and did not officially represent the government. But we represent the heart of the Korean people, as well as God's heart. In every country, war veterans proudly came on stage in our performances, wearing their faded uniforms and showcasing their medals. This brings up one uplifting story. Ethiopia and the Republic of South Africa were the two African nations that sent troops. In the 1980s, when communists took power in Ethiopia, they displaced all the Korean War veterans to a camp on the outskirts of Addis Ababa. In reality, that place was like a concentration camp. The veterans shared painful memories of how the regime and persecuted them and how they had to sell their medals to provide for their families. When they saw the little angels, they were moved to tears as they realized that the poor, ragged, divided nation of Korea was now a development nation ready to thank them. The happy ending is that the Little Angels concert brought the veterans' plight to the attention of the present government, which is now making up for the past mistreatment. At the Taurus concert in Washington, D.C., Korean War veterans in their 80s wept when the Little Angels sang Arirang and God Bless America. In Copenhagen, Denmark, Princess Benedict joined some 300 veterans of the war effort to watch the performance. After a warm welcome by Nepalese students and citizens upon the arrival in Kathmandu, the Little Angels performed brilliantly at the inauguration of the International Association of Parliamentarians for Peace, an event that took place in 2016. The Nepalese were deeply moved by the concert held at the Presidential Palace as well as in the other performance halls, and their media gave the Little Angels high praise. The Little Angels are representatives who are answering God's call. They are a guardian angels spreading peace worldwide. And a child alone may not make much impact, but when a group of children come together and sing with pure hearts, their voices can melt hardened hearts and dispel war and conflict. People often think that politics moves the world, but that is not the case. It is cultural and art that move the world. It is affection, not reason, that touches people in their innermost being. When hearts become receptive, ideologies and political regimes can change. Half a century ago, the Little Angels set out to bring Korean culture to the world. They were harbinger of the Korean wave, including K-pop, that is currently sweeping the world. Wherever you go in the world, cheers and applause for Korean culture abound. The beginning point of this phenom was the Little Angels concert at Gettysburg in 1965. The children's innocent performances continue to captivate audiences and remind skeptics of the truth that we can become one. Artist Jew.
Jew. True mother's life is indeed inspiring, but to inspire us even further with another dose of positivity, let's welcome the Tungil Mudo chapter president of Argao National High School, Mr. Clint Clatero, for his 10 points of gratitude. Let's welcome him with a virtual round of applause.
Sound check. Naririnig niyo po ba ako?
Yes po, Kuya, you're audible po.
Oh, good morning, Heavenly Parents to Friends. Good morning, elders, brothers and sisters. Good morning. So, today's my 10 points of gratitude. So, I'm so grateful and thankful to Heavenly Parents for the extension of my life every day, and also to all the determinations, motivations, and inspirations that I receive in every second. Second, I'm so grateful and thankful to Heavenly Parents for the good health and protection through mother, leaders, elders, and brothers and sisters, and also to my spiritual and physical family. And third, I'm so grateful and thankful to parents for giving me this opportunity to be restored and feel the heart of God, and also for creating the right path for me. And number four, I'm so grateful and thankful to all the central leaders, elders, and brothers and sisters for guiding us to become a matured person. Number five, I'm so grateful and thankful to our regional leader in Region 7 and also a center leader here on Cebu Center, Kuya Cesar Manilio, for guiding us and stand as our parents in everyday life. And number six,
I am so grateful and thankful to all my elders for guiding me when I was a new ones in the movement and until now. And number 7, I am so grateful and thankful to all my brothers and sisters here on Cebu Center for not giving up and still keep fighting despite all the challenges that we faced every day. Number 8, I am so grateful and thankful to my younger brothers and sisters here on Cebu Center for uniting their elders in order to march forward for God's providence. And number 9, I am so grateful and thankful to my physical parents, physical family for supporting me every day. And lastly, number 10, I am so grateful and thankful to myself for not giving up and always keep fighting and also overcome all the obstacles that I encounter every day. So that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kuya Clint. Indeed, it is important to express our gratitude every day. Just like the famous American writer William Arthur Ward said, gratitude can transform common days into thanksgivings, turn routine jobs into joy, and change ordinary opportunities into blessings. Before we receive our internal guidance, let us first be entertained with a dance presentation offered by the members of IAYSP Pilipinas Bohol chapter. Let's welcome them with a virtual round of applause.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah.
You ready for this? G-Training Zone 2010. Oh, shout out to the world. I'm calling for your soul. A time to chill, a time to love. Don't mind the haters, we go together. Let's go.
Cause it fit all alone, but you know we always here for you. Even though you thought it's okay, we gonna wait for you. Go on, get started. Don't act like you don't want it. Let's get together. Come on, everybody, let's go. Some days I don't wanna go on. Let's go. Some nights I don't wanna be strong. Let's go. But when I can hear your voice, I can wake up, I can start it.
Now we all one. We gonna get together now. So put your hands together. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Everybody, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's trust in now. Let's start it now. So put your hands together. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Everybody, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Sometimes we feel alone, sometimes we feel afraid. But you and me together, we can do anything. That's alright. Smile and say it's alright. Let's get together. Come on, everybody, let's go. Some days I don't wanna go on. Let's go. Some nights I don't wanna be strong. Let's go. But when I can hear your voice, I can wake up, I can start it.
Now we are one. We gonna get together now. So put your hands together. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Everybody, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's rise to love. We are starting now. So put your hands together. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Everybody, let's go, let's go, let's go, go, go.
On and on and on, we're gonna celebrate. On and on and on, we're gonna party. On and on and on, we're gonna make it.
Everyone tonight, everything's alright now. Let's go. Now we are one. We gotta get together now. So put your hands together. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Everybody, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's trust in
Wow, what an amazing dance performance. Thank you so much, IAYSP Bohol members. Without further ado, let us proceed to the main part of our morning devotion. Be inspired and be motivated with the internal guidance which will be given to us by our beloved national leader, Reverend Leo Angelo T. Halog. Let's welcome him with a virtual round of applause.
Thank you very much to our brother Patrick, our MC for today. I would like to offer my greetings to our heavenly parents and true parents. Good morning, our heavenly parents and true parents. To all our beloved leaders, our Chantal families, the Central families, beloved brothers and sisters. Good morning to everyone. Magandang umaga po. Welcome once again to our national morning devotion. Thank you very much to Region 7 for hosting today's morning devotion. Thank you so much for that wonderful performance. Also that you have performed yesterday during our partners appreciation. And thank you for our brother Glenn for sharing his 10 points of gratitude. And so I think most of you participated yesterday through Zoom with our partners appreciation ceremony. It was truly very inspiring. I cannot express my feeling yesterday being here in headquarters with all our partners from the government. Like, the feeling of like kingdom of heaven is really, coming. Everyone is really working together. These people from the government, they're not ordinary people. And I don't know what's their impression, with us seeing our program, the way we organize, and also the work that we are doing. I was very moved and really inspired, especially with Dr. Clavejo, the Assistant Director General of the management staff of the National Security Council. I can really feel his heart, even online whenever he's speaking, and all of these key people that we are working with. How much they are like already members, Dr. Clavejo. They didn't listen from the divine principle, but really through learning the teachings of true parents and also the relationship that we are creating. So for me, we are not just partners. Really, we are family. We created this kind of atmosphere. We created this kind of atmosphere with these government officials. And then all of us now are thinking, what is next? What is next after this one? So this is just the beginning. So we have a lot of talk with these leaders yesterday. So we are now thinking how to go to the provincial level, to the municipality, town, in barangay level, and most importantly to universities, schools and universities. So this is what we are discussing now, how to do. So really, we have to work more with the CHED and also the DepEd. Yeah, truly, I remember what Father said, that even though things are difficult or challenging, just need to continue. Father mentioned that it's like a drop of water coming from the roof. When you look down, there is a place there where the drop of water always dropping, right? When it's rain, Father said even how small this drop is. This is like the work that we are doing from the past through parents' efforts. As long as you continue, right? When you look at a place where the water is dropping, it's creating slowly, it creates a hole, right? The same is true with the work that we are doing. Most importantly, we have to continue. Even sometimes we are thinking it seems like very small, the work that we are doing. If you keep on doing and pushing, later on you will going to see it is creating already, a hole. So the work that we are doing, right, continuously, even though it seems like small in the beginning, but if you continue, it will surely create, something that really what can be felt later on. So that's why what the result, the things that are happening now, this is not just a result of one day or 1 month or one year work. This is already the efforts that all brothers and sisters have done even from the very beginning, right? And of course, with our beloved true parents, continuous effort until this time. Truly, we are really grateful. So we are truly motivated to do more, right? to really fulfill our responsibilities and truly realize Heavenly Parents' will. So today, I will be sharing with you. So thank you so much for all our leaders and who really contributed. Yeah, even just by prayers of all brothers and sisters, everything is accumulated for us to be able to have this success in this level that we are in now. So now I will be sharing my screen. So this morning I will be sharing with you so in the previous yesterday we have discussed the importance of the value of this day, like the present, the importance of present, and also in the past we discussed about the key to success. So today I will be sharing with you this guidance of Father entitled "The Will is More Important Than Success." So actually, all of us we have many elders who are here for maybe 30, 40 years, have been working continuously in the Providence, right? So, and then never stopping until this time. Of course, our beloved true parents, right? Heavenly parents, more than 6,000 years. So, until God's will be realized, there's no, time period that only until here we will going to fulfill or we will going to work. We became successful in certain levels, but until the will is realized, right? So the subject is the realization of God's will from the very beginning. So this is what we are, working for. Heavenly parents, true parents, right? Everyone. So Father said the will is more important than success. So let's study these words of Father. True Father said, people of the world are longing to become successful. Numerous people living in this world are longing to become successful and to have worldwide territory according to his or her own desire. Until now, people have fought to gain that. Even at this present moment, people are moving to gain those things. Even when we look at ourselves, we cannot deny being intoxicated by that kind of a position. When we look at this age, we can see that each individual is longing for success and victory, and we are longing for that to happen on a worldwide basis. So everyone in this world, they are making plans, doing all those things that they are doing to become successful in their life. Right? Lahat ng tao, they want to become successful. They learn how some people became successful in their life. They want to follow, they want to do the same and become successful. So all people are really longing to become successful. They want to, spread or have even bigger territory according to all their own personal desire. So Father said, until now, people have fought to gain that. Even at this present moment, people are moving to gain those things. So even when we look at ourselves, we cannot deny being intoxicated by that kind of position. So even us sometimes, we just, longing to, be successful in this one. We just want to reach a certain level of success. When we look at this age, Father said, we can see that each individual is longing for success and victory. And we are longing for that to happen on a worldwide basis. So this success, that even this is normal, it's good. We have we want to become successful, but it shouldn't only stop, on a certain level. We have what we call individual success, or next will be family success. Now we are working on the tribal level, right? So, but until the whole world, we can bring success to the world until God's will is realized, right? So these steps are just, every level is just necessary step in order for us to bring success in the worldwide level, in the cosmic level, right? So, but ultimately, we are not only thinking about our own personal success or our own family success. These are just steps for us to accomplish the success in the world level, in the cosmic level, right? So some people, they are just thinking, Filipinos are very simple. Just, I just want to, bring success for my family, for my parents, already enough for many people. Filipinos are very simple, right? But, being here and being chosen by Heavenly Parent, not only we are working to have our own personal success or family success, right? But how can we be able to really contribute for realizing the success of the world? And even going beyond that, now we are on the cosmic level, both the physical and spiritual world, through parents, through fathers working in the spiritual world, through mother on earth. So completing the will and bringing the success on the cosmic level. Aju? So we have to really think that not only our personal success that we are thinking or our family success, but this success that we have, how can we contribute to the bigger realm, right? So Father said, you want to become famous worldwide. If I ask you, do you want to become famous within your neighborhood or within your country? By no means would you answer, I want to become famous within my country. If I ask, do you want to become famous within your country or on a worldwide basis? You would answer, I want to become famous worldwide. So, this is actually a human desire. We wanted, to bring success on the higher level. We want to, be known. So this is also natural, right? For us as human beings. So that's why when you ask someone, this is a natural answer of people. They wanted to have, actually higher level of recognition. That's why people in the world, they are, competing. This is the what's happening in our society now. People are competing. If someone tried to overcome, their success, they also, but this kind of mentality also is dangerous, right? Instead of having of course, we need to have the mindset of, competition. Even Father mentioned that, Father himself, he always wanted to become number one, right? To Heavenly Parent. In the family, it's natural for the children, they're young, they always wanted, this is actually also natural desire of people to be, to be recognized by the parents, right? But what happens in our society now, not only being, recognized, but really just centering on themselves, right? This is what happens because people are selfish, right? But this desire is also natural, that we wanted, so if we have this also kind of thinking and concept of like competing, then we can have also the opportunity to grow and develop more, right? So this is really important also aspect that we have as human beings in our original mind, right? This is also part of us to develop our oneself, develop oneself, right? So this is really natural also for us to accomplish something even greater. So this is also natural desire. But if only we do this, for the sake of our own glory, then that's different thing, right? But we wanted to, compete. We want to become number one because we wanted to bring joy and happiness to our parents. This is natural heart and desire of a child, of a son, of a daughter, to be recognized by his parents. Aju, to really make, someone that can make the greatest joy and happiness to the parents. This is our natural desire, right? So the motivation is important. Father said, did you join our church to become successful? Raise your hand if you really want to become successful. Father is asking, yeah, of course, we all want to become successful, right? Did you join our church to become successful? Father said, we must exclude that kind of person. You lose your purity. So Father said, actually we listen a lot of testimonies of our elders. Actually, they join our church that, their motivation is to really just work with, help Heavenly Parent and true parents build Kingdom of Heaven. I heard many testimonies like already Kingdom of Heaven is coming, so they stop from studying. Even in the early days, actually they are not thinking about the blessing. They didn't join because of the blessing. But nowadays, we are joining even some people, they just join our church for them to get married. Some members, they just join because they want to be matched to international, this kind of motivation, right? So they have different motivations, but as what I listened from our elders, actually they joined really just to work together with true parents, with Heavenly Parents, to build Kingdom of Heaven. So they are not actually thinking about their own success, about their own, creating their own family in the beginning. Just, really sacrifice, stop everything. They left their families because already Kingdom of Heaven. So they want to, urgently work together with true parents and realize Kingdom of Heaven. That's why sinasabi ni Father dito, if you only join our church to become successful, Father said, we must exclude this kind of people. Already you lose your purity. Ibig sabihin, like, your motivation is wrong. You already lose what is the main thing of being here in our movement, joining our movement. That's why even people who join our movement, they are thinking that, they go to the Kingdom of Heaven. This is also wrong. We didn't join here just to, go to Kingdom of Heaven. But we are here to, together with Heavenly Parents, with true parents, establish Kingdom of Heaven on earth so that people can come, can join, and can enter Kingdom of Heaven. That's why sinasabi ni Father dito, we didn't just join our church to become successful. As what I've said kanina, of course, we need success in the individual level, in the family level, but these are just steps for us to realize completely God's will. Aju, that's why our motivation of being here is important. If you have clear motivation, whatever challenges and difficulties, you can surely overcome. And then you will not just complain when there are difficulties. You will find way to solve it. If you know clearly why you are here, if you have a clear motivation, clear purpose, very important, right? So that we are not here just to become successful. So always the subject is the realization of God's will. True Father said, to carry out the ultimate will is most important. What are we to do? The problem of what the social life of believers should be arises. What I am telling you is that it is important to have a method of thinking to carry out the ultimate will instead of placing importance on success. Yeah, really, we also need like clear plan and strategies. So it's not only also, having good heart in, establishing Kingdom of Heaven. If only our hearts are, of course, that's the most important. You have the good heart, naturally you go to Kingdom of Heaven, but ultimately, how can we realize God's will? That's why, each areas, we need to have a clear plan. So now, we have in Region 3, we have Llanera. So what is our plan in the region? What is also the regional leaders' plan in those areas? Our members and leaders there, what is also the plan? How to really carry out a model municipality? What is also, how can we make it as really a model in that region? What is our plan, step-by-step plan? So in each areas, we need to have a clear plan. So today, also there will be national leaders meeting in Asia Pacific too, with our President Hori. So all the regional leaders also are invited to participate. So really important now, in the second 7-year course of our beloved True Mother. So each one of us, Chuanbo families, also as Chuanbo family, we need to make plan also for our 430 couples. How can I educate them clearly, raise them up, starting from our 43, even just starting from 43, even very difficult. Even just 3 couples, right? 3 couples, 12 couples, how? So there should be really plans. Sabi ni Father, what I am telling you is that it is important to have a method of thinking to carry out the ultimate will instead of placing importance on success. So really method, strategies, how can we do it? So we need to have this kind of thinking Father is telling us, right? How to educate our 3 couples, 12 couples, how they can become like us, right? And really contributing, participating in the providence, not only that they join Hunduke, not only that, that is not our goal, right? For them only to join Hunduke, but how can also they take part, take responsibility? Otherwise, how can we educate our 430 couples? Right? The same is true with all our regional leaders, our center leaders, in your respective area of responsibility. What is your plan? How can you make your area kingdom of heaven? How can you make your area, channel book? What is your plan? How to reach out in the centering on the three strategies? How you will create environment for witnessing? How are you going to raise up your future leaders who are going to take responsibility? How you expand the providence in the region? For example, only one province now. So how to expand? I need to raise up more, so that there will be some people who will going to take responsibility. Or in some regions, we don't have centers yet, right? In BARM, we don't have centers there yet. Like IAYSP also now expanding. They have, I think, 24 chapters now. Also, Tong Ilmudo, 39 chapters. So, UPF also, we need to expand in all areas. All our organizations, Women's Federation, Family Federation, we need to register in each areas so that we can really work together with the government, right? So these things, what Father is telling us, some methods, we need to have this kind of thinking to carry it out, right? Always really thinking, how can we ultimately fulfill God's will? Aju? So really many things we have to do. As we have victories in different levels, the more we have to be more, diligent. And the more we need to work harder. Sabi nga po, the price of hard work is more hard work. So after an event, we cannot relax. We cannot rest. Yeah, sometimes we, take some time. But always our mind, a lot of work needs to be done. Right? So in the Philippines, our nation, the providence here is, so huge, more than anyone. Every month, just making reports alone takes a lot of time. So I can really understand Dr. Sir Julius, who, not easy actually just to make reports. Just to make reports in our country because so many things. Cannot even report, everything. Really, really, that's why our time is like, 24 hours. Really, just need to find some time also to take a rest, right? Really, many things needs to be done, especially as we have, bring victories after victories, more and more actually, until ultimately we can realize God's will. Aju? Aju. Father said, the world is now depending on young people. The world from now on is depending on the young people. I'm sure all of you who joined the Unification Church think you know things very well. But when Reverend Moon asks, there are many things you don't know. Some people might say, why is it necessary for us to be exceptional like that? But you are not. So Father is telling here, the world is now depending on young people. Yesterday's event. Truly, we cannot really deny that the young people are truly the hope. Our young people, that's why we have to save them. We have to raise them up. Our young people, they are our nation's treasure. They are our nation's treasure. Young people, they are the world's treasure. Without young people, that's why nations without young people, really, what kind of future is waiting for them? Yung ibang nation na ayaw na nilang magkaroon ng anak, they will perish if there's no young people, right? So in our country, we are really fortunate. We have so many young people, but our responsibility is to educate them well, is to raise them up, right? They need to become patriots, starting from raising them up in our families, in the families. That's why you have to educate families. Aju? So that's why really now the world is going, to this realization that really the hope are the young people. There are some politicians, when they see young people, that really motivates them. When through parents, whenever they are, talking to young members, second, third generations, we can see how much, energy and power and inspiration they have. Really, the young people are really the hope. Aju? That's why we can see great hope in our Philippine movement. Now, our IAYSP, all the youth organizations, IAYSP covers all youth organizations, right? So now we are working with the government. That's why we have to strengthen in all areas. We still have some areas doesn't have IAYSP chapter. So now this is opportunity. You know, in all areas in the country, there is chapter of NYC. But some areas we don't have IAYSP. So we have to really think, how can we establish YSP in our region, in all provinces, in all cities, in all municipalities? We need to have chapters so that because if always national, channel group will take time to be realized. That's why now, like in Llanera, if national will just take care of this, really very difficult. Should be the leadership in the region 3 also will take care, take ownership fully. National will support, right? So really many things we have to organize, think clearly in all areas. So now we have to cope up. The government is established. Now we are working with them. So this is now great opportunity also for us to be more established. Right? Set up centers, areas in all areas so that we can really work together. Not always the national, right? Otherwise, how can we establish channel group? All areas needs to become very active. Aju, we need to work very closely with them. There should be really assigned people there taking responsibility. So actually, we need more people to take responsibility this time. Now we are checking, you know, how to fill up areas. We don't have, you know, people to assign to. That's why also our blessed families, now our elders, everyone who can take responsibility in certain areas. This is now the time. The more, you know, people who are working together, the more faster we can realize God's will. Aju, the more faster that we can make our nation channel group, the more faster that we can really realize Heavenly Parents' dream. Even maybe before 2027, if we really hand in hand work together, take ownership, take responsibility, covering all areas in our nation, even before 2027, we can establish channel group. Aju, do you believe so? It can be done. There's no more impossible now, right? Mother said, if we unite and move together with true parents, with true mother, miracles, tenfolds, hundredfolds can be done. Aju, can happen. So this is now the era. This is now the time that even beyond the miracles that we are expecting, Mother mentioned in her speech. Aju, so our young people, truly very, very important. Our second generation, you know, our young brothers and sisters. So now this is really now the time to take more responsibility, take more ownership. Everybody, Aju. Father said, every human being determines to become successful. So every human being determines to become successful. I'm sure there's no one who does not dream of being successful, centering on a larger goal. Every individual goes out with a dream to accomplish his or her goal. But the people who have actually realized that goal are extremely few. You know, many people, actually all people wanted to become successful. So every individual goes out with a dream to accomplish his or her goal, but reality, extremely very few people became successful. Even those whom we are thinking, like, you know, these people are very successful. At the end, before they end their life at their deathbed. Like I remember Steve Jobs, right? So he mentioned in his life that, you know, when he's already in his deathbed, we thought how successful he is. He's the creator, you know, of Apple, you know, sa atin, he's very, very successful man, but he himself is reflecting what is success. So sabi niya, when you're in your deathbed, you realize that really success is not just, you know, the things that you have accomplished, but, you know, how happy, you know, your family, how you could create a happy family, how you could, you know, mingle to many people, help other people. So going back, that's why what we are doing now, if we could succeed in what we are doing based on true parents' guidance, this is true success. Father mentioned that, you know, A person who goes to Africa helping, refugees and people who are suffering, that is the real success, more than someone working, having a high salary, just for himself. That is just a success of a puppy, Father said. But if you go out, sacrifice, helping other people, that is like success of a lion. That's why people they have different definition of success. But for us, that true parents are, guiding us, teaching us, telling us everything, we know clearly what is true success. Success is not something that people can see, but you can feel deep in your hearts. That's why not just it's beyond material things. You can really feel if you really accomplish something in your hearts. Not only external things. Many people, they have everything in the world, but they are not happy. So true success can be felt in the depth of our hearts. That is true success. It gives you natural joy, natural happiness. And then you wanted to do more. You wanted to accomplish more. This is true success. It motivates you. It drives you to accomplish more things beyond your own. This is success. This is not just something that can be seen, right? But it is deep within that motivates you to work harder, to accomplish more. This is true success. Aju, true parents is teaching us deeply what is success. That's why every human being has this desire. They have to be taught, they need to understand what is true success. Aju, truly amazing, our true parents. That's why if only all of us, our young people, brothers and sisters, can understand this, and we really work for success, success that is not only be seen externally, but really penetrates deep in our hearts, that motivates each one to accomplish more, to work harder, to sacrifice more. This is true success. Aju? Father said, no matter what, you have to go beyond the dividing line. So during a lifetime, there are people who climb up to the peak of success, and there are people who don't. Think of a mountain, for example. Even though the peak is higher, there are those who stop at a certain place, saying, oh, my peak is here. I barely made it even to here. If that person would go on more steps, he or she would make it to the very top. But he or she often just stops there and lies down. Even if you collapse, even if it's harsh work for your body, you have to pass the center point and collapse on the other side. Then you will find the country on the other side. No matter how harsh the work is, if you cannot go beyond the dividing line, then you will still be under the control of the country on the other side. That's why even how much we are already working, some people already almost reaching the top, but they give up, right? That's why we have to reach the dividing line, sabi ni Father. We have to reach that. Many people, they join our movement to receive the blessing. They tried, but already they are about to receive the blessing on that dividing line. They couldn't. So they don't know what is in the other side. What is being, be blessed and, receiving a spouse from true parents. They don't know that feeling, that understanding, right? So there are many situations. So sabi ni Father, we have to reach the dividing line. So even how much effort we have given, we have invested. Once we, didn't reach the dividing line to the other side, like Father's explaining here, climbing up on the mountain, right? That's why even though it's difficult, you cannot just, minsan kasi we just want comfort. We don't want to be challenged. So actually, this is not the time to challenge more and more. We have to raise the standard higher, higher, higher and higher. So sabi ni Father, even if you collapse, even if it's harsh work for your body, you have to pass the center point and collapse on the other side. Even if you think already almost no more power, but you give everything, and then reach that peak. And then even you collapse, but you collapse to the other side. That is victory. Father is telling us, especially this time, we are already on the final stage of the providence, right? Many are trying. Father said that when you feel already the most difficult climb situation, you are already near, right? You have to keep moving. But many people, already they are almost on the top, reaching the peak. That's the time they give up. That's also the time, really, you will be on the two sides, thinking of continuing or giving up. Those who have made the right decision of continuing, they could be able to go beyond this dividing line that what Father is talking about. Raju, that's why we just need to push more and more continuously despite the difficulties and challenges. Once we reach the dividing line, you will going to see, and then you will realize, and you will, appreciate all the challenges and difficulties you have gone through. Tayo, many of us, we just wanted to build good families, nag-sacrifice, naging full-time, nag-fundraising, nag-witnessing, lahat ng mga ginawa na natin. But, as long as you make it continuously, na-match na tayo, na-bless na tayo, you saw your children, wow, like you have the feeling of fulfillment. Kapag nakita mo na yung mga anak mo, they are like the fruit of your sacrifices. And then ma-feel mo pa, ma-realize mo pa, even our sacrifices before are even not enough. How come now I could have this great blessing? Right? That's why everybody needs to reach the dividing line, that point, right? So it can only be realized through continuous effort, never giving up. Fighting spirit, sabi nga ni Father, this is the best asset that we can have. No matter what, we have to raise up the standard higher and higher and really reach the dividing line. Aju? So Father said we have to reach the highest standard. So the same goes in the satanic world and in God's world. I'm sure there are those who say, oh, I have succeeded, centering on this kind of standard. So some might have lived based on this standard and others would have lived on that standard. Looking at a chain of mountains, when one is asked, which peak is the highest? Will there be anyone who answers, this is the highest, pointing to a low peak? Will anyone point to a low peak and say, this is the peak I want to try climbing? That is a crazy person. That kind of a person cannot be considered human. Father said, so we have to reach the standard higher and higher until we, reach that dividing line and really go beyond from there and then moving up more and then continuously, ultimately fulfill the will. This is our goal. Father said, we should not stop until we reach the success of the world. So within the course of your life, if you rest saying you have succeeded, then you will perish. That success must not be a success centered on you. Today, the members of the Unification Church must not stop after individual success. They should go on for the success of Korea. Furthermore, without stopping there, we must go on developing until we reach the success of the entire world. Wow, so really we can never stop until we succeeded on the worldwide level or now cosmic level, because True Parents is working in the spiritual world, cosmic level. So we cannot stop having success in our families, even in our tribe. We can never stop. We have to continue, right? That's why true success will continue to motivate each one. Kaya nga, hindi talaga yan mag-i-stop kapag talagang we are in the right, track, right motivation. Yesterday's success. Why we can say it's successful not only externally, not only with the number, actually in our hearts, truly amazing. And then in our hearts, it continuously motivates us. Already we are thinking, what is next? This is true success. It motivates you to accomplish more. It motivates you to do more. Right? It motivates you to level up. This is true success. That's why it is natural that you want to move forward. This is true success. That is cannot only be seen outside, but it is actually deep inside our hearts. It's like a burning, desire that push you to do more. It is natural once you accomplish or attain success. Aju, that's why it will just be natural that we will going to bring success in the worldwide level, in the cosmic level, because it naturally push you. It naturally let you move once you have the true success with the right motivation, and purpose, really fulfilling the will of heaven. This is all our goal, to realize God's will. That's why, especially this time while True Mother is with us, this is the best time. That's why we have to work, we have to move. We cannot just stay still, right? But we have to take action. Aju? Many things are waiting for us in our places. The mayor is waiting for you. Your governor is waiting for you, right? You have to go and visit them, discuss with them how to improve our community, right? How to solve the problems. President Duterte signed EO 141, how to solve the problem of teenage pregnancy. So actually everything now is going in line with the work that True Parents is doing, what we are doing in our nation. So now we are solving the problems of communism. Next will be how to solve the problems of teenage pregnancy. Already we have MOU with NYC centering on this. So we can see also the government now how they are moving. Now we are moving in the same direction. Amazing. Really, Heavenly Parent is working very clearly. The entire spiritual world is working very clearly. Who is working, more than any organizations in this? Only our movement, our organization. What the government wanted also now, the government now is realizing. The government leaders are now being guided. Righteous people are now coming, Mother said. Aju, that's why amazing time we are in. So let's really have clear understanding of success, right? So success will just be our stepping stone, step by step, going up higher and higher to ultimately realize God's will. Aju, that's why no matter what, we will going to fulfill heaven's dream in our nation. Aju will offer our nation to become a nation of Channel Group. Let's really have one mind and one heart. Unite completely with our regional president, with our beloved True Mother. And for sure, by 2027, we can make our nation a nation of Channel Group. Aju, so let's really continue to work hard and really support our beloved True Mother, especially for the reunification of North and South Korea and for the establishment of a heavenly unified world. Really, let's make our nation a model nation that can inspire Asia Pacific, can inspire the whole world. Aju, so with all our efforts together, I'm sure we can truly realize heaven's will. Aju, let's really offer our gratitude once again to our Heavenly Parents and to True Parents, our beloved True Mother. Thank you very much, beloved brothers and sisters, all of us and our families, Chonbu families, for all your efforts and sacrifices that's really accomplish God's will without fail. May Heavenly Parents' love and blessings be always upon you and your families. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Reverend L.A., for such wonderful guidance. I know that every one of us is inspired and eager to give his or her reflection. Is there anyone in our Zoom participants who is willing to give his or her reflection? Kindly click the raised hand icon on your screen po. I guess there is none. So we will proceed to share his reflection. Let us welcome Mr. Joseph Bernardo, a Chonbo challenger from Cebu. Let's welcome him with a virtual round of applause.
Good morning to our beloved Heavenly Parent and to our True Parents. In part of my reflection, I realized that two concepts or two phrases like living for the sake of others and living for the greater good are different. And we could only understand the situation if we will put ourselves in God's viewpoint. So, in this case, in any situation, we have to put God first, and the answer is, in any problems, is not to follow the heart of God, not to follow the heart of ourselves, but to follow God's heart. Especially in this very critical situation, we have to try to support the providence to our true mother through fulfilling our responsibility. It is not easy, but it is the only way enable for us to positively contribute for the realization of God's plan. And it needs a lot of effort. In our case, in our family, with my wife, we actually experienced a lot of difficulties, but along the way, I reflected that God is always with us. And as long as we could never give up, God will always be with us also and try to help us. And I'm so grateful with our regional leader in helping us also fulfilling our requirements, and also trying to help other people. We have also give the best that we can, and through this we can realize what God's plans for us. Thank you so much and good morning. That's all.
Thank you so much, Kuya Joseph, for such a wonderful reflection. So the next one to give his reflection will be the IAYSP Bohol Chapter President, Mr. Boniface Picardal. Let's welcome him with a virtual round of applause.
Uh, Good morning, Heavenly Parents and true parents. Good morning, Sir L.A. Good morning, elders. Good morning, blessed families, Chunbo families, and all our brothers and sisters all over the world. I would like to express my deepest gratitude for today's message from our Heavenly Parent, which talks about the will is more important than success. For us, how we define success, as we are living in the world, like worldly standard, we associate success like 5 P's. As it starts from when you have power, then popularity, pleasure, prosperity, and position. But these things are merely temporary. And for me, living in this world which we are thriving and how to achieve success it's really start from what is really the purpose of existence, or we can say what is the will of God, why we are here. And yeah, it boils down to our portion of responsibility, since most likely we should know what is really important, most important. So living in this present time with our true mother, I was also moved by the event yesterday, because we had our appreciation with our partners of the National Youth Commission. And at the same time, I had also billion trees in our province, in which I partner with it with the government, and with their full support, it was really a success. And I'm very grateful because through this we can really see a bigger picture of what we are dreaming, and what God really longs for is that what is really God's will is we need to build Chunelgo. And as we need to be more strategic, and how to achieve it is that we should know how to achieve Chunelgo Philippines is we need to have citizens. And those citizens are the Chonbo families, the best families. And we need to have sovereignty. We need to have the government to support us. We need to institutionalize. Yeah, now, yeah, I'm so grateful because the National Youth Commission is really also, and even our president is really giving us the purpose in order to continue what we're doing before, like the pure love, and even yeah, the rising rate of teenage pregnancy, and at the same time the insurgency, which is very timely. And I've been in different places here in Bohol, and I've been seeing many young people who are really also have that kind of capacity. But if we don't have that kind of courage to witness them, it's still, we cannot forecast a bright future of our young people. And I'm so glad because I've realized a lot of things that I can do something, and why I'm here in Bohol, why I have to, because I have the responsibility. God give me this mission that I can really go out to my comfort zone. And now I hope that I can also uh, start the provincial youth forum in my place here in our province. And with the work of heavenly parents and true parents, this would be something that I can really work on it, and with the guidance of our elders, leaders, and brothers and sisters, because our young people shape will be the one to shape our future. And our role is very vital in order to realize all these things. But as a young people, we need to make a necessary preparation, because success will not come so easily. We need to pay the price. As of now, I've been hearing like some people passed away, and it really melt my heart, and they become one of the uh, sacrifice. And I hope like when we have the preparation, like purifying our mind, jongsong and devotion, because in our preparation internally, it is 90% of how to achieve success. And we need thorough preparation in order to achieve victory. And what is that victory? By comforting our true parents and our heavenly parents, and in the lifetime of our true mother, whatever what we are doing, like everything, people are really eager to achieve success. But the most important is we need to become true child. We need to become true spouse. We need to become true parent. And how to become, we need to resemble God and true parents' love. And by seeing, when we have family, we can have chonbo, when we have tribe, people can feel it. Automatic. It's like a magnet that we have to attract. And I hope like today, so it's really very overwhelming to see our brothers and sisters hard works, and how we really devoted your time, and how we really deeply rooted what is really true parents' will, and God's will, God's wish, God's dream, and God's desire. So the key is also unity of everyone, because in that way God will work, and God works more than our hard works. Have a nice day, everybody, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Kuya Bon, for such a wonderful reflection. So may mga pahabol po na mga reflection sharers. Indeed, marami po talaga ang inspired ngayon. So the next one to give his reflection will be one of our elders. Let's welcome Tito Melky Gavaran with a virtual round of applause.
Good morning po. Actually, I'm in now National Training Center, so we are using the laptop in National Training Center. I'd like to share some spiritual experience before Lenera conference. actually there was no IOISP in Central Luzon, in Region 3. And then when he established IOISP officially with the national IOISP, with our Tito Rene, IOSP President of Philippines, and also Vice President, so Tito Fruilan Batabagan, and also the other or had the main officers came to our Kabatuan center, and then that time all the youth who became officers in Central Zone chapter did oath taking. We pledged to do our role for God's will. That time we determined to do it. And then there is a very big butterfly after the oath taking ceremony. At the night, on that day, at the night, very big butterfly. Maybe to me first time, but many people don't know mariposa. Mariposa flight to our center, and then I was shocked. What is this? Very big butterfly. I never see this kind of thing. And then the one time, I say this is not butterfly, maybe different kind of species. And then my father-in-law say this is mariposa, big giant butterfly. And then the butterfly fly to our center and then stay in the FFWPU flag long time. And then after, I think, even though people go there, this butterfly never go out, never fly. I think this butterfly show us spiritual sign. I think this is a sign. In our organization, actually, there are FFWPU and Universal Peace Federation, One Federation for World Peace, and IOISP. That time we could make 4-position foundation in Central Luzon. I think really youth have a very important role for this country, Philippines. That's why that time maybe our heavenly parents showed us how youth are very important for the Philippine providence. So actually, my wife, IOSP Central Region chapter president. Actually, we have many children. We could not do many mission about the IOSP in Central Region. I really feel through this morning devotion, very important matter is to do our responsibility as a youth. I was very repentful about Lenara situation. Actually, I went to the youth SK president. He's Noel Antolin in Lenera. I asked him to attend also regional youth forum during that time, and then I encouraged him. But there is no one who attend regional youth forum during that time. I monitor actually. I encourage him many times, but he's born again Christian, and then have some concept about us. That's why very difficult at that time. The other many places, actually many youth attend regional youth forum. I monitor that, but especially Lenera case, there is no single youth no youth attend about regional youth forum. So I I really feel nowadays in Enera, uh, I think this Enera conference really became successful because of giving blessing, centering on our HTM director, Reverend mentioned Priscilla Jess Manabat, and also Tito Ramon Pakada, and then together with the blessed family, try to give a blessing. That's the activity of the FFWPU and UPF. I think to really make model town without IYSP activity, it's impossible to make it. I already felt it because really heavenly parents try to give a sign. I think even though I think my father-in-law say it's my first time to see Mariposa in the center, Kabatuan center. That butterfly fly to the center and then stay in the family federation uh, flag long time and then fly away. So I think uh, really, I think every parents are longing for some uh, model town. Yeah. So by the way, I really hope, and also I through this time I really repent many things about the youth activity in Central Luzon. So very important thing is to really activate, especially youth activity. So very grateful for this time, and we can really make sure youth in Nenera really become patriotic. Yeah. So thank you very much this time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kuya Connie Nobo, for that wonderful reflection. And the next one to reflect will be Sir Alan Cadano. Let's welcome him with a virtual round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. It's quite a long time not for me to give a little sharing. But anyway, this may not be directly on the message today, but because of the title that talks about the will and success, I would like just to share it this time about one of our elders, one of our pioneers in the Philippine church. I think if I remember it right, he's the third or fourth brother member in our Philippine church. Our brother Ernie Noylan, who stayed here in Japan for a long time, as he was blessed with a Japanese wife, passed away just an hour ago. Anyway, the thing is, he made it to his chonbo, and I think it was about a month or 2 months ago that I saw him joining our chonbo Monday meeting also. But I know he was no longer feeling well, and he doesn't like to announce it, let others to know about his status. But for the reason of our Philippine church I just would like to share about him, a little thing about him. Our first Filipino brother, uh, who was witnessed and joined in the Philippine church, is our Vincent Presente. Of course, we have our Dr. Salim, but he joined at first in America, and I'm so thankful about that. But the first one was Vincent Presente, and his spiritual son is Eric Nidwasa, and the third one, or this Kuya Ernie Nuilan, was the third son. I mean, the third brother, the son of spiritual son of Kuya Eric Nidwasa. Ernie Nuilan was one of the first 12 Filipinos who were much and blessed way back 1982. There were 12 Filipinos. If I remember it right, Dr. Jose Lim was one of them. But among them, many of them failed, and others died already when they were in Africa. But one couple, Filipino couple, was this brother, or Kuya Ernie Nuilan. He was a great lecturer, a pioneer, and a very good inspiration. I mean, good in inspiring brothers and sisters. And as he stayed here in Japan, that time there was no such thing as a field job. And there was no something to connect himself to the church. So he joined through the Japan church. But anyway, he was just so good, and he made it until his two children were blessed also. And also, his wife is just so good that together with him, they reached out to finish their HTM, and they also were inducted as Chonbo. But sad to say that his illness really did not make it to for him to survive. But I'd like to congratulate him. Maybe our first Philippine Chunbo to go there in the spirit world. But I love him. Every day I sent greetings to him. The last time, I think it was yesterday, I know he is already bedridden, as he told me, and I just say to him, Kuya, we love you. That was the last message I could send to him through his messenger. The last one he sent to me was, Brother, thank you for your greetings, but still I am bedridden. That confirms that really he could not fully survive. But this morning, let's offer him to the spirit world. And being a Chunbo, I know he is there in the Chunilgok heaven. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sir Alan Cadano, for such a wonderful and heartfelt reflection. Once again, let's give all of our reflection sharers with a virtual round of applause. And may I request our national headquarters staff for the announcements.
Yes, thank you so much, Brother Patrick. Good morning to all our leaders, brothers, and sisters. Here are the news and announcement. The Family Federation for World Peace and Unification and the International Association of Youth and Students for Peace Asia Pacific invites all our single core members aged 15 and above to the Chonbo Youth Education with the theme HD Chonbo Youth Living Saints for World Peace this coming December 4 and 5, 2021 at 4 to 6 p.m. Manila time via Zoom. This event will have to helps young people to have a deeper understanding about the value of yojong and purity in preparing for the blessing, raise awareness among the youth leaders about the importance of yojong, purity, and chanbo works in fulfilling the purpose of life, and to strengthen the resolve of the youth to practice yojong and purity as the foundation for success and happiness in life. There is a registration fee of 150 pesos. For more information, please contact Ms. Jade Melvi Espejo, the Deputy Secretary General of IAYSP Pilipinas, or your local IAYSP officers. We will also send the registration link in our chat box after this announcement. Next, the National Education Department will have another 12-day series Divine Principle Virtual Seminar this coming December 6 to 17 every 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. There is also a registration fee of 400 pesos. And also they will have another 7-day Divine Principle Virtual Seminar from December 11 to 17 every 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. There is also a registration fee of 210 pesos. For inquiries, please contact Ms. Marvic Advincula at 0965-981-2179. And we have also the Asia Pacific 2 Special Workshop for candidates in initial communication. This is for second generation members who are matching candidates, those with proposals or in the initial communication stage, blessed parents, and matching supporters. This will be on December 5, 2021 from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Manila time. There is a registration fee of 250 pesos per person. For more information, please contact Ms. Jayon Manabat Subira or your local BFD coordinators. And we also have a Global Parents Matching Convocation. This will be on December 18 and 19 from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Manila time. This is for all blessed parents who have second generation matching candidates that are 20 to 30 years old and matching supporters. There is also a registration fee of $10 per candidates. Yes, that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Atia, for the announcements. To lead us in our closing prayer and a special prayer for Sir Ernie Noylan from the national headquarters who passed on the spirit world, may I call on our national leader, Reverend Leo Angelo Halog.
Thank you very much. Let us join our hearts together and let us offer a prayer, especially for our elder brother, Ernie. Please join me in prayer. 사랑하시는 하늘 부모님, 현지인 참 부모님, 감사합니다. Today, Heavenly Parent, the 27th day of the 10th month in the 9th year of Channel Group, we come together with all brothers and sisters with one mind and with one heart here in the Philippines. Today, Heavenly Parents, one of our elder brother, one of the pioneer of our nation, who have laid tremendous foundation where we are standing now have transitioned to the spiritual world at 6:35 in the morning, Japan time. Heavenly Parent, we are truly filled with gratitude. Our hearts are truly filled with gratitude to be able to meet such an elder brother, Heavenly Parents, who have sacrificed so much to support the providence in the country, and that many of us were born and could be able to stand in this foundation. Today, we join our hearts together and really pray, Heavenly Parents, for our elder brother, for you to receive him fully with pride. Your filial son, Heavenly Parent, a true citizen of Chonelguk, who have accomplished his mission here on earth, being a Chonbo Victor, Chonbo family. Heavenly Parents, please receive Kuya Ernie with great pride, Heavenly Parents. And I really pray that he can be able to truly bring comfort to your heart, Heavenly Parents, as he accomplish the given mission that you have given him, Heavenly Parents, in this world. I really pray, Heavenly Parents, that Kuya Ernie can really transition smoothly and victoriously, Heavenly Parents, and really can bring joy and happiness to you, Heavenly Parents, as he accomplishes mission on earth. I really pray that Kuya Ernie can continue to help us, our blessed families on earth, to become the treasures of heaven, to become Chonbo families, Heavenly Parents, and really help us in all the works that we are doing. So we can be able to accomplish your expectation. We can be able to truly make our nation a nation of Chonelguk. This is your desire. This is your dream, Heavenly Parents. And also this is the heart of all our elder members, our pioneers. I really pray, Heavenly Parents, that you can really receive him with really great joy, with great happiness, Heavenly Parents, as he pioneered the path to open the way for all of us to be able to be connected to our beloved true parents. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. I really pray that you can continue to be with his family, with his wife, with his two wonderful children, and also grandchildren, Heavenly Parents. I really pray that really their family can continue to really support our true mother, and together, Heavenly Parents, we can truly realize your dream. Heavenly Parents, we are truly grateful to be able to stand in those foundations that our Kuya Ernie, Heavenly Parents, all his sacrifices, all his efforts, Heavenly Parents, his love that invested in our nation, we will going to work harder, Heavenly Parents, and really make him proud of all of us, Heavenly Parents, and really without fail, we will truly bring victory with all their sacrifices and foundations. So I really pray, Heavenly Parents, that all of us together today can be able to really lift him up, Heavenly Parents, with all our hearts of gratitude. We would like to really send him to you, Heavenly Parents. Please receive him with all the joy and glory, Heavenly Parents. Thank you so much for really giving us your wonderful son, your victorious son, to really help us and really guide many of us, Heavenly Parents, to be able to stand and be able to really work together with our beloved true parents. Thank you so much, Heavenly Parents. With all our hearts and gratitude, we really would like to offer our prayers, Heavenly Parents, and really for Kuya Ernest smooth and victorious journey to your bosom, Heavenly Parents. Please receive him with the greatest pride, Heavenly Parents. Thank you so much for everything, together with all our blessed and our families, Chonbo families, and brothers and sisters here in the Philippines. We would like to offer together this prayer and like to report this in our names. Leo Angelo and tayo halog blessed and our family. Aju.
Aju.
Maybe let us offer our individual prayer together.
Aju, Aju, Aju. Let us now offer our morning greetings to our beloved Heavenly Parent and our victorious true parents. Good morning, Heavenly Parent and true parents. Good morning, leaders, elders, brothers, and sisters. Thank you so much for participating in our national morning devotion. Let's have a victorious day today. Sumni, Sumni, Sumni.
Morning! Good morning po.
Thank you very much.
Blessed morning, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you very much. Wonderful morning, everyone.
Morning, Kuya Roger.
Bless you.
Morning,
Morning,
morning, everyone.
Morning, bro.
Have a nice day.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. See you again tomorrow. Bye. Thank you.
Morning, happy day.
Good morning.
Morning, Kap Joma.
Morning, Cebu. Good morning, Philippines.
Philippines.
Morning, NLTV.
Morning po.